So, welcome to my blog vlog. My name is Mustafa, otherwise known to my readers as IsleMuseYou. And yeah, this is me putting my phone on silent. Yeah, that's me putting my phone on silent. And also, what this is for people who don't necessarily have the time to read my blogs. There's just me here giving you the audio and the visual version for those of you interested. If you want to see and follow along, me reading my pieces out, I think it'll be good vibes. So I'm gonna start. So, welcome to my blog vlog. This is a year in review without the Fafala. Now, this would have been the second blog that I wrote ever in life. Um, I know people still pulling quotes and things from this one. I published it on January the 1st. The first one I did publish it on Christmas Day on WordPress, but I was having some trouble trying to navigate WordPress and fix up the page into how I wanted it. And I felt like time was against me in terms of when I wanted it out. So I saw this platform called Coffee, Kofi, and it was so much easier. And so, yeah. So you can check out all my blogs will be hosted and posted there. By my drink now, I like French vanilla. I also like hot chocolate. So if ever you're feeling like supporting the muse, I want to give me something to drink, yeah, you can leave a little tip. So, a year in review without the Fafala, right? Most New Year, New Me post is mamagism at best. List of resolutions designed to make me feel like I say an ain't thing and the reader feel behind. That's you. Declarations of reinvention made just after midnight before the body even proved it could keep the promise of daily prayer. I almost wrote one. It almost looked like this. Then I said to myself, self, stop your shit. I didn't spend the last year becoming someone new, no matter what the 2025 resolutions I wrote would have liked. Nope. Nah. I spent it continuing. Continuing habits that worked, continuing lessons that hurt but helped, continuing to show up on days when motivation didn't answer my calls. Like like all those who. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Growth isn't about reinvention. It's about repetition. These are the three things this year reminded me about the dangers of new and the quiet power of continuity. One, the magic myth of midnight. Why reinvention sounds better than it works. There's something seductive about the clock striking 12. Suddenly, everybody done with people they tolerated all year. Yeah, me and him fucking with a baguette. Yeah, I lie. Me and them, I give up on them, right? Boundaries appear overnight like they were always there. Between slips, everybody in the gym, dieting start, all the old yous get ceremonially buried. And listen, don't get me wrong, I get it. There are moments that call for a do-over. A bad relationship, start over. A job where you feel invisible, leave, start over. But most of life doesn't need to be demolished. It needs maintenance. As we say, don't break what you don't intend to rebuild. And by we, I meant me and one of my mentors. This is something he said to me when I was a wee little lad back in my all days. The idea that you could shed yourself at midnight ignores a basic truth. You're still waking up with the same nervous system, the same habits, the same pattern on January 1st. Change doesn't happen when the year does. It happens when behavior does. The lesson? If the only thing that is new is the calendar, nothing else will be. Two, continuation is not failure. Why same me is underrated. I used to feel embarrassed admitting that some old things were still working for me, that the discipline I built last year still mattered, that the routines I fight to establish didn't need rebranding, that I didn't want to discard myself just to sound evolved. Working out isn't reinvention, it's continuation. And I fell off and back into it more times than I could count. Eating better isn't transformation, that comes from consistency. Healing isn't dramatic, it's repetitive. Healing is not dramatic, it's repetitive. Repetitive is healing, not drama. Rinse, reuse, recycle. The older I get, maybe because I brushing up against 40, the more I respect people who stayed with themselves instead of abandoning who they were every 12 months. We need the oldest to hold us. The oldest is the foundation. The lesson, continuation isn't stagnation. It's loyalty to what already works. Three, the honesty. What I'm actually committing to. Here's what I know now. If you didn't do the thing consistently last year, the odds of you doing it magically this year are slim. Not impossible, just slim. Real change happens quietly. On random Tuesdays when you're feeling to give up. On days without captions or poems. When no one is watching. So my resolution isn't to be new, it's to be present as much as possible. To continue the habits that ground me, to adjust the ones that don't, to stop performing growth and start practicing it. No fireworks, no declaration, just effort. Repeated again and again, again and again and again. If you know. The lessons, it's more powerful to continue than to announce that you knew. The final word, New Year's don't change people, practice does. So if you still you this year, good. That means you survived long enough to keep building. New year, same foundation, continued effort. I'll muse you.